Oh, you have returned. I've just wrapped up the administrative affairs for today. Perhaps we can afford a moment to relax together? I felt a little like a fish out of water when I first arrived. I mean, after years of studying the art of war, I can't help but consider all the strategic points upon arriving in a new place like this. Where would the enemy troops set up camp? From which direction could they mount an assault? And what strategies should we implement to counter these factors? We need a barricade here, another sentry tower there. I began to instinctively consider all these things when I first arrived here. Yes. I eventually realized that I was overthinking things. After residing here for a while, I've grown more accustomed to the scenery and my mind has gradually come to be at peace. If you ask me, I would say this is almost an ideal place. I can easily separate myself from the outside world and enjoy some time to myself. Oh, but could I rent a room to use as a command post? I need a place to lay out my maps and battle scenarios. Splendid! I would certainly like to stay here for some time. I can just lay on my bed and enjoy my strategy books, far from the pressures of social interaction. I'll finally have all the energy I need every day. Just thinking about it makes me happy. Perhaps if I'm all alone. But you'll still be here, correct? Oh, you have returned. I've just wrapped up the Sure. What would you like to talk about? More about me? I don't mind. I only worry that you may find the topic a little boring. I remember I used to always stay home all by myself when I was little. I didn't really have any friends. In fact, I seldom spoke to anyone. When I found myself bored with little to do, I would skim through the various books we had lying around the house. Among the piles of text on governmental affairs and diplomacy, there were a few books on the art of war. They were like gems to me. I remember thinking at the time that it would be perfect to work as an advisor someday. Whenever Her Excellency would come to me for advice, I could put on a show and mysteriously hand her a directive. Then I could just snuggle right back up in my blanket and continue sleeping, with no fear of anyone disrupting me. I suppose I never expected that someone like me, who was used to staying home, would be promoted to such a position. I clearly remember that on my first day as priestess, I had well over 100 people come pay their respects to me. I did my best to carefully record each of their names, but after about 20 people or so, I had already lost track. Eventually, I would feign that I was busy handling administrative affairs while using the papers to make a rough sketch of them with their name noted to the side for memorization later. This is why I am so happy whenever I see you making progress. Perhaps one day, you'll be even more suited than myself to appear before people, and even better prepared to carry their hopes forward. When that day comes, I can serve as your advisor. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, you have returned. I've just wrapped up the administrative affairs for today. Perhaps we can afford a moment to relax together? Good night. It'll be my turn to make breakfast tomorrow. You'll be able to sleep in. I'll be sure to wake you once breakfast is ready.